Hello and good evening. Yesterday I made a video about being robbed in Cambodia, and as I was telling that story, I briefly mentioned a second robbery that happened to me. It's the second and hopefully the last time I will ever be robbed, and that happened in Colombia in 2015. Before I go on with that story, I just wanted to mention a general statement about Colombia that people are often asking me, is it safe? How are you there? Are you okay? And I've been here for 2 years and I'm okay. It's fine. I think when people ask, is it safe, and what they think in their mind is actually closer to what Venezuela is like right now. What is happening in Venezuela now is what people think Colombia is like if they haven't been here. But they don't realize the incredible strides the country has made in regards to security. I mean, maybe 20 or 30 years ago, it was more like what is happening in Venezuela now, which is closer to what people think. But it just isn't the case. It's a much safer country. Of course, you still have to be clever, you still have to be a little bit street smart and proactive in protecting your things if you're going on things like transmillennial, etc. But overall, no, it's fine. So, on to the story. So, a little backstory before I mention the story. Probably about 2 months before the robbery, I had decided to upgrade my crappy phone to a smartphone. It wasn't this iPhone 4. I did have this, but I was using it just kind of as a, I don't know, mini tablet just to surf the web when I could get Wi-Fi, but it wasn't a proper phone. I didn't have what I needed in the insides, the card or whatever, but to actually get a proper phone. And me being the somewhat clever person that I can sometimes be, I decided, okay, I'm going to get a smartphone, but I'm going to get the cheapest one I can possibly find in case I'm robbed. And you can probably see where this is going. So I looked around, I ended up getting something for about 190,000 pesos. It was a Nokia phone, it had the Windows interface. I didn't like it at first, but I got used to it. And I was using it for a few months and just to send WhatsApp messages back and forth. And that's about it. Pretty simple guy, didn't need it for too much more. All the while using this as kind of the backup thing to get Wi-Fi and stuff and those kind of things. So, anyways, a few months before Halloween, I was invited to a party by a friend, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go. And then I have to go pick out a costume now, and picked out a costume finally at Santa Fe Mall, which was a Where's Waldo costume, and that's what I went dressed as. And she invited me to Theatron. This is probably the second or third time I went, and I'm not much of a nightclub person again. Pretty simple guy. Just like to have a few beers at a simple pub, something like that. BBC is perfectly fine for me. I don't need anything complicated. Clubs that play all sorts of music or whatever. So Theatron is basically the opposite of what I would generally look for. But anyways, I went and had some fun and met some of her friends and was getting slowly and slowly more drunk somehow, considering the drinks that they make there, which is 95% soda and 5% whiskey if you're lucky. But anyways, was having fun, and I remember checking my messages, and I was a single at the time, so looking forward to a few dates that I had planned. And one girl I was it off with was scheduled for a scheduled date for November 7th. Okay, anyways, I put it back in my pocket. I continued to have fun. And I remember about an hour later checking my pockets. Holy crap, my pockets are empty. Hey, did I give you my phone? I asked my friend. And she says, no. Well, that means that I have lost, holy crap, I've lost my phone. No, it wasn't the worst situation in the world. I didn't have a ton of things on there. It was just mostly WhatsApp. But it was still, still kind of, put a damper in the night. It was kind of made things a little bit less enjoyable, but I was able able to have a few more drinks before leaving. It's more of a pain more than anything else. It's losing lots of personal messages on WhatsApp more than losing the phone itself. Like I said, I don't think I paid any more than 200,000 for it. But losing the WhatsApp messages, including this girl that I was supposed to meet on November 7th for a date. So yeah, it's October 31st. I was supposed to meet her. Okay, I have a week to. Oh, wait a minute. Remember I mentioned that I had this iPhone 4 that I had purchased in Washington, D.C. It was kind of a backup. It was just for Wi-Fi. Now I have to find a way to open it up and put in the card that's necessary because I guess it was programmed for like the US or whatever Apple does. But they had to, I went to Uni Largo, they kind of fixed up for me. It wasn't that much. It was certainly under 100,000 pesos to get everything fixed up and a little bit of a crack in the back. Everything they fixed for 100,000. And it was up and running again. Only a few hours of effort, traveling, getting it fixed up, waiting, traveling back, only a few hours. And I had the iPhone 4, so I was able to download WhatsApp. I got in touch with a girl that I was supposed to meet for a date on November 7th, who actually turned out to eventually be my wife. So that's kind of a cool story too. But anyways, the story about the robbery that happened on October 31st, Halloween, you know, it just makes me feel less interested in going to these kind of nightclubs. I know it's not necessarily their fault, but it's kind of known that around the world, you know, it's a well-known fact that they need to increase their security. We know what happened in Orlando. There's still a lot of gaps in security at nightclubs, and I don't think Theatron is doing that much to improve their own security. They make tons and tons of money. I've been there on what was supposed to be a slow day, and I could barely move even on the slow days. So it's not like they're lacking money to improve security. I mean, they could use probably what would amount to a drop in a huge bucket to, you know, hire more guards and blah blah blah, cameras, and I mean, it would probably deter at least some of these lower level criminals. You know, I'm not naive. There's still going to be issues, but I do think that they need to improve security, and that's one of the reasons why I don't want to go back. But just in general, I'm not so interested. It's my last time going to Theatron, and the mugging, you know, it was just a phone. I didn't lose any money. I didn't lose anything else, but you know, just the same, you know, I can count my blessings. The first robbery was something very small in Cambodia too, and this one was a little bigger, but that was the story of my robbery in Colombia. People who end up listening to this, the 5 or 6 that do, they can let me know what they think of the story, of the video. I understand that the video quality is low. That's not so much my concern. The concern is just becoming a better storyteller and just improving with that. So that is the story. I'll be coming out with more stories of my various travels around the world, and I hope few people who end up listening to this will enjoy it.